We go live on this one.
Oh, right. We're live, I think.
I think we're live. Hi, guys. We're already laughing just getting set up with Elaine and Jolene. It's so much fun.
So great.
I'm in tears already. Look at everyone in the chat. Thank you so much for waiting for us as we got set up. This is so exciting.
Should we be professional?
Yes.
Okay.
Hi, I'm Sarah.
And I'm David. And let's do our Survivor 40 Winners at War draft with Jolene and Elaine.
Yes. But first, if you're new to this channel, please click subscribe and give this video a thumbs up.
And if you want to support us on Patreon, there's a link in the description. Should we bring them in?
Yes, let's do this. Coming up, we've got Elaine.
Elaine.
Yay! Oh my gosh.
I'm so excited to have this group together. This is a fun group.
Here. Oh my gosh. Yes, we were just cracking up before we even got going.
Yes. How can you not with Elaine around, frankly?
Yes.
Right? Thank you for coming back to both of you, actually.
Yeah, I got my stuff together this time.
Yeah, I know. You're like very high.
I feel like a professional now, like a legit, like, I know what I'm kind of doing now.
I want to give us a little credit for that. We like helped you through the first one, right?
This is true. I got a lot of bumps and bruises through the first gig, but now I'm good.
Yeah.
Okay, so we all have been thinking and preparing about season 40 and who we love. I mean, there's so many good winners that this is actually really hard to make any winner picks or any draft. It's crazy.
Yeah.
But here we are. We're going to do it.
Here we are. I almost just started to say a way to think about the draft. And I'm like, I'm not giving away my strategy and how I'm thinking about how I'm building my team.
This is competitive because not only are we basically picking winners or who we think or hope will win, but we're also gaining points. It's like a fantasy team, basically. We're going to get points for finding idols, using them correctly, winning
reward, winning immunity.
Yes. As a tribe, as an individual, all of the above, you get points throughout the entire season. So you want to get those points.
You guys don't keep track of that, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't do math.
Google Doc.
Don't do math.
We don't do math.
We
don't do math. We like to eat and we wear sports bras, right, Elaine?
Yeah, and no spelling.
Okay, that's number one rule. When you pick a player in this draft, you have to spell their name correctly.
Oh, what? No spelling.
Bye, David.
That changes my list.
Okay, so we have randomized the order of who is going to pick.
Except we're giving Elaine the courtesy of going first as our guest of honor.
Yes, Elaine is the resident current biscuit.
Yeah.
So biscuit to go first.
Yeah, I'm about to butter them biscuits right now. I got me a list.
Good.
You may just go ahead.
Okay, let me get my little order here so I can keep track.
And so it's Elaine and then me and then Jolene and then you.
Oh, yes, that's our order, and then we'll snake it back and then go back and forth and back and forth and back and forth.
And we'll each end up with 5 people. So
where am I keeping track of this? I guess right here.
Right there. That's a good spot. Right there on your computer.
Okay. Here we go. All right.
We're in trouble.
Okay, Elaine, who is your first pick?
All right. Well, this actually shouldn't be a surprise to anybody because he is my hometown boy.
That's right.
He's my Whitley County fella. I'm going with Nick Wilson. Was my number 1 draft pick.
All right.
A lot of that just has to do with the fact that he's from where I'm from, and I fully believe that you should support your people, and if that ain't close to my people, I don't know what is. So
yes,
but I really think he's got a great shot to actually win the whole thing. I know he's only played once, and that can either hurt him or help him. In the sense of helping him, it's because maybe people. Well, there's so many other people that's got so many different connections and stuff. Maybe he'll be somebody like a number for an alliance, but because he's got good people skills, maybe he can get in. If he can get a footing in the game, dude, I think he can run the damn thing.
Great strategist for sure.
Yeah, and he's not he's not going to be beast mode or nothing, but I think he can hold his own competition. stuff like that. And then like, we talking about points and this, that, and the other. So like, I think he's somebody that can find idols and maybe get Team Biscuit a couple points here and there. So I'm rolling with Whitley County strong and going with Nick on my number one.
All right.
Very fitting. I love it. And I think you make some really, really good points. Okay.
Is it my turn?
Yes, Dave. Yes.
Okay, my first pick is Jeremy Collins.
I hate you already.
Right?
Dang it.
I just think Jeremy's so physically capable. I think he's going to like win tribal immunities. If he makes it to the merge, he'll win individual immunities. He's got that great social game, which I think will take him far. So he's my number one.
Dang, it sounds like all of us agree.
He's on my list. I can't.
Yeah.
That's a good pick though, because he's a strong competitor. And then just like Nick, like he's not so intertwined with all these other people, but he's on the outskirts just a little bit, but just enough though. You know what I mean? Like, I think some people that haven't played with anybody might have a little harder time, but we'll see. But that's a good pick.
But he has played with a few of these people before, so he's got those relationships.
He's got a couple. Yeah, everybody likes Jeremy. I feel like he's gonna have a group and be just fine. Okay, Jolene.
Oh my God. Okay. Full disclosure. I've never been part of a draft. I didn't know how it worked. I had to ask my husband 30 minutes ago. My first pick would be Elaine, but since I can't pick her. And I know Sean O'Brien in the chat. Elaine, you don't know this about me, but I cover Survivor 2 and I do impressions of you because you're my favorite person on the whole wide world.
I watched I watched some of them. Yeah.
Thanks, Elaine. So I love you. But anyways, back to me. I'm gonna pick Poverty. That's my first choice because instead of slaying the dragons, she makes them her pets, and that is what I need. She is a powerful woman. She's done things no woman in Survivor history has done. Heroes versus Villains is an amazing season, and I'm hoping
that one right now. I go back and rewatch them all the time.
Right?
And I'm actually on that season right now, so that's funny.
Nice.
It's a good one to rewatch for sure.
That's a great first pick.
I am surprised I got her, but I'm very happy that.
Let me tell you why you got her, Jolene, is because I think she's in a lot of danger.
I do too.
And that
I do too.
I mean, she's so great, but she's got a huge target on her back.
Yeah.
So I
heard people saying they were talking about her a lot in the previews and stuff. So that could be a bad sign when you're talking about a player and hyping them up a lot. That means they might have gone early, but I hope not, because she's such a boss and she has a kid now and she's married, and I stalked her on Instagram and she's into yoga and I love it. So there we go.
All right. Yay.
Okay, Sarah.
Well, good news. My first pick hasn't been chosen.
So you get them.
So I get to pick Ethan.
Oh. You're messing my list up right off.
Oh, good.
Oh, really?
I thought I was the only.
Yeah, I really like Ethan. I really like
him too. But I think with his story, people are going to get him out so fast. They're going to be like, I'm not bringing a two-time cancer survivor to the end of Survivor.
He's winning. You can't not like Ethan.
That's true.
He's smart. He's going to be underestimated because he hasn't played in 1,000 years. And they're going to want to work with him. And then he's going to sneak by, be at the end. And because of his getting through cancer, I think you have to give him the win.
Wow, let's just end the draft. All right.
Sarah must have cancer to win. Yes.
But he's super loyal though, and a lot of these players, old school players, like that's how a lot of them play. So that may help him. With how devious everybody tries to be nowadays, it may help him.
Yeah, I kept saying in our cast reactions that these old school players were in alliances when alliances meant something, and they actually lasted from the beginning to the end of the game. So that may help him.
I needed some of that on my season. Sure.
Exactly. Right? Don't you want someone like that to work with you?
Yeah, I did. I wanted. That's what I wanted. But shit, wasn't nobody trying to do that with me.
Yeah. You're like, I want someone who's dumb enough to bring me to the finals because I'm going to beat them.
Oh, they knew right away. Elaine's too likable. Too likable.
But I'm loyal though. Like I'm a loyal person. So even if I thought like, hey, I'm not gonna beat you because I'm loyal, I would probably still go with you because that's who I am.
Oh,
And
sure.
it's just the people I played with, that wasn't their mentality. That's what I'm saying. That's why I wish I was on Old School Survivor because I'd have done great then, you know.
Yeah, you would have killed it.
Well, you still did great on your season for the
Yes,
record.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Thank you, Yesenia, in the chat for keeping us tracked.
Yes.
She's got it listed. Who has done what?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I picked fourth. I get to go again.
All right,
we back it up.
Yep.
My second person. Oh wait, where's my notes?
Mm-hmm.
I've got too many notes.
Don't pick mine.
I don't pick mine either.
Yeah.
From David.
Don't
David's
show
not
Don't pick mine.
I'm
nervous.
picking Michelle. Michelle is my next pick.
Oh,
I'm
I'm
just
like,
gonna write a new list while we do this. 'Cause this is freaking
Oh boy,
Crazy.
Elaine and I are on the same track. Michelle, I just love her.
It's a good pick.
She's a badass.
Yeah.
I think that she's kind of in the middle where like some people are gonna want to target her, but not everybody. There's people who have bigger targets.
Yeah.
I don't know. So I'm just hoping she can creep by and kick some booty.
I think she's like definitely an under the radar player who people won't necessarily see as a threat early on. So she has potential to make it far in the game for sure. Good pick.
I
Yay!
agree.
oh, am I next?
Yes,
Jolene.
Jolene, what you got?
Okay. I would like to pick Yule. Yes.
Oh!
I didn't think I'd get Yule.
Listen, I only put-
Wonderful.
That's ridiculous because I hate people. Like y'all not only knocking out my list, but you're doing my alternates as well. Like this is
Oh no!
I don't know what I'm gonna do now.
So why do you like Yule?
Yeah,
Jolene?
Jolene.
Well, you know, I just find him to be such a beloved player. I think he was in such an interesting, kind of controversial season, if I remember correctly. Correct me if I'm wrong, because and you guys are like my Survivor people who know everything, and I just go on heart and feeling and emotion. I don't use any logic.
Yeah.
So I just really love him. I think he's strong. I think he can maneuver. I think he can pivot when things change. And I just really like him. And I have this feeling. I have these little tingling feelings. So, not in like gross places, but like nice places.
Yeah.
But he is really cute too. So that helped too.
True.
So I like you. He's part of that old school crew again. Like I think he was super loyal in his season, and like you said, he was totally strong. And but the thing that with Yule that I think is like a huge plus for him is he's so calm. Like he's just a calming presence. And if you look at the cast, like some of these people are outright cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. And I think his calming manner is going to help him. It helps him slow things down and make good, decisive decisions. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you're exactly right. Because he's so deliberate and he's a mover and a shaker within the game and just so smart.
Yeah, so smart. Oh my God.
So
yeah.
I agree.
My turn?
Yes.
Okay.
Hit us.
I'm going with Natalie Anderson.
Oh, I love Natalie.
Yes, this is a good choice.
I love Natalie because she's a really bold player. She like during her seasons, who knows how her game is going to change, but she made just a lot of sort of like unconventional moves her season. She like dominated her season and kind of like bulldozed her way to the finale. I think that definitely makes her a target, but I think she's A, very physically capable, and B, I think she'll just be able to get in there and manipulate people. And I've got high expectations for her.
Yeah.
I think she's totally a threat, big time. She like you said, she runs things. The only thing is she's got a little bit of a mouth on her. So if she can, because she's such a strong personality, if she can check that some with all these other strong personalities, she might do all right.
Yeah.
Yeah. She's definitely one of those
in your face, yeah.
Fun to watch.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're back at Elaine, right?
Elaine, you finally get to pick
My turn.
again.
I'm gonna go with Big Tony. I'm gonna put Big Tony.
Oh, Tony.
Really?
Okay, there's two parts to this. The first one is one, I think his antics and the things that he does, it could either go one of two ways. They're either gonna just be like, oh, that's just Tony being Tony, or they're gonna be like, yo, we gotta get this guy out. I'm hoping it's the first one. I'm hoping they go with it's Tony being Tony, but he's super smart. He's a physical player, like and go back to the point system we're going to be having. This dude found all kinds of idols. Like he's a crazy machine. So if he does get voted out, hopefully it'll be after he finds a whole bunch of idols and gets me a whole bunch of points.
Yeah, right.
I'm trying to be smart about it, not just pick, the people that can make it to the end, but people that I actually think might like, get idols and advantages and stuff like that. So I was trying to do both of those, but he's kind of like a toss up though, man. Like either you love him or hate him. So I'm hoping more people love him than hate him, and he gets pretty far. So we'll see.
Yeah, you're right. If they just kind of roll their eyes at him and are like, whatever, he's just being him. We don't really.
Or if they're like, we can get him any day. We'll get him next time. See, that was my thing. Is like day 20, come back, put a pin in it. If they're like, oh well, we'll get this person and we'll get Tony next. Maybe after a couple of those, he might get on a run. So
you might be right for sure.
Dang, Team Biscuit is all logic. You are smart, Elaine.
Yeah.
Don't tell nobody.
We already knew.
Okay, actually, Elaine gets to pick again.
Pick again, back to back.
Oh, I get to pick again already?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna go with my boy Ben.
Woo! Yeah.
And I think I think Ben got a lot of heat for his season. A lot of people say that it was kind of gave to him or whatever with the fire making challenge or whatever. So I think he's going to come out guns a-blazing because he's really got something to prove.
Right.
In the same token, like on his season, he was pretty willful. Like he didn't want to bend when people, So I don't know if with all these strong personalities, maybe he could kind of tone that back some is what I'm hoping.
Yeah.
Because if you go into a headstrong against some of these other competitors, they're just going to cut your throat. So I'm really hoping that he can learn that from the first time around that that's not the best way to approach things. And once again, trying to be smart. He found I couldn't tell you how many idols on his season.
Yeah.
And that saved him. Yeah, that saved him back to back to back. So here's another player. I thought, well, if he can get pretty far and find those things and those advantages and that and the other than the points, maybe I can all out with the points. So
that's right.
Right.
He might get you a lot of points.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think he's got something to prove. So I think he's gonna do good this time around.
Okay.
Yeah, I agree because I do feel like he has something to prove. Like I hope he doesn't go full King Arthur again and it just be too much. I think he does know the balance. Yeah.
Yeah, I think he probably learned from his season because when you watch, being on Survivor myself, when you watch it back and you see people's perception of you, and if it doesn't coincide with how you feel about yourself, you can either get a little salty and personal about it, or you can be like, well, maybe these are some things I need to fix or change or whatever. So I'm hoping because he's a good dude. I think that he's going to do that. He's gonna adjust where he needs to adjust. Is how I feel.
Yeah. I loved Ben.
Yeah.
All right. Interesting team you have there.
I know. Unexpected, honestly.
Yeah.
Well, you took some of my people. I had to call an audible.
That's what adjust is all about. All right. David is up.
Okay. I'm going with another super dominant female winner this season.
Oh, no.
I'm going with Kim.
No, that was my next pick.
Sorry, Chloe.
Next
I might cry.
I kind of feel about Kim the way you gals were talking about Yule in terms of a little bit more subdued, not as in your face.
Yep.
But, I think she's going to be a part of the conversation, even though she's only played once and she probably doesn't have as strong of relationships with a lot of these people. Maybe she doesn't, I just don't know.
Right.
But I think she's gonna be in that conversation, working those alliances and all that kind of stuff like she did on her original season.
But she needs to learn that maybe her approach that she had last time may not work for this time. So hopefully she does those adjustments just like I was talking about Ben. And there's a lot of players like that this season that it's not going to go fare well for them if they do the exact same thing, which I don't think they will.
Yeah.
But hopefully she could do the right thing, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
Especially like if they've had enough time to actually like mature
Mm-hmm.
and grow up.
Yeah.
Especially if they were there when they were in their 20s, early 30s, something like that. And now, hopefully they've grown.
I'm so hurt,
now that you're
David. You hurt
I'm
me.
sorry, Jolene. She's mine.
She
Listen
crushed
to me.
I know she killed people with kindness, and that's what we Midwesterners do. Damn.
That's right.
Oh, and she destroyed men. God, I wanted her. Okay. God, I wanted her. All right. Good for you, David. You're pretty and smart. Okay, here we go. I'm going to pick someone that isn't obviously has probably the biggest target. There's one other person who has as big of a target. Can build a camp by himself, is a legend, wears gold chains like no one you've ever seen, is a foxy silver fox. What a great tan. 3 beautiful daughters, living that life. Boston Rob.
4.
Oh
Four
my
daughters.
gosh, 4
She got
daughters.
4 of them.
Boston Rob
I-
is off the
You
was
table.
dropped
gonna
the
take
kid off
one.
of free.
4 was too much for me, Elaine. I couldn't handle 4. 3. Now I don't want him. That's too much. Sorry.
you're wrong.
4.
We're taking him so that someone wasn't stuck with
Yes, walk us through your rationale here.
Yeah, let's hear this.
The heart was speaking.
The heart was speaking. The gold chain was calling me. It speaks to me.
That
He's
clink,
a
clink, yeah.
legend. No matter what, he's a huge target. His wife's there. It's going to be so interesting to watch Boston Rob. I didn't watch the Survivor special. I'm a bad Survivor person. I'm sorry. I didn't watch it yet. But I heard that him and Sandra might have a little beef coming into this because he didn't tell Sandra he was going. Okay, so that's fake. All right.
Fake news.
I get excited about the gossip and the fights, but it's Rob. It's Rob. So I have to, and I got, sexy Yule, sexy Rob, sexy poverty. My team is team sexy. That's what we're going for.
Yeah.
Okay. Whoever the hottest people are.
Team sexy so far. We have to come up with names.
I know. Oh, I gotta think about
Well,
that.
the problem with the pros, the Boston Rob is he has played so many times. He has so many connections that may save his behind. But then again, it may bite him too, because you don't, like, some of these people have played together for 20 years.
Yeah.
So it's like, are they going to snake their friend of 20 years for $2 million? Boston Rob probably would.
Yeah, I would.
Those connections might help him and might give him longevity in the game. I don't see him winning it. We'll see though.
But Elaine said there's points, and he could get points, right?
He
That's
could,
true.
yeah.
That's
And I'm
true.
thinking like Rob is the kind of person who could win off of extinction. Like he's, I don't know, he's just.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You get points if you win your way back from extinction. You get points for that.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
That is good for Rob.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of the retrospective, Elaine, did you watch it?
Yeah, I did. I kind of figured we wouldn't be nowhere on it, and I was right.
Yeah.
Oh no.
No, I was kind of hoping they had showed a moment of when Jeremy got his idol in the challenge, and they were talking about advantages and stuff like that. I was like, man, there's your chance to show the biscuit. In the back of my britches and it popping out.
They cut to Elaine. They did not. No.
It's all right though, but there's so many moments, and there was a lot of seasons that wasn't shown. So
Yeah.
I try not to take nothing personal.
Yeah, it was only an hour long, and you guys were so recent.
Yeah.
When Sandra said, "Oh, Rob didn't tell me he and Amber were coming," I think that was so fake. I think she's just. Yeah, that's just Sandra's style of like, I'm gonna say some stuff to like poke the beast, but it's not real.
Sandra's always saying something.
Yeah. I love that about her. I
Me
love
too.
that. Oh my
She's
God,
so
say it
energetic.
all. I'm coming at this from a big brother point of view. Like, I want the social stuff,
Yep.
Okay, I believe it is my turn.
It is you.
And surprisingly enough, my third pick is still available.
Wow.
So I'm going with Wendell.
Oh.
Wendell is just someone I love. I loved watching him. I'm so excited to watch him again.
Yeah.
I do think that he's likable, and I'm not sure how this whole old school versus new school, like who's going to gang up on who and how that's going to go down. But hopefully he falls in an area where people just like to work with him.
Yeah.
And he is loyal. He can be a number if he can get into that group. So I'm going with Wendell.
Listen, I think Wendell's a great all-around player, and I think he's a great mix of new school and old school because he played recently, but his final 3 was his alliance, you know, so he had an alliance that worked for him through the whole game. So he's kind of got a really great mix of everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was on my list. You stole him. That's okay.
I know. He would have been great for Team Sexy, but I guess not.
Yes, absolutely. I just realized I get to go again.
Yeah.
But next has been taken. Wait, is my next one? Let me double check. If my next one. Oh, okay. So I have to go down a little bit, but my next one is Sophie.
Damn it!
On my list.
Sophie. Okay, so this is like, we're now into like the group where I have like several people that are all kind of the same to me, and I just don't know where they're gonna go.
Okay.
And Sophie is just someone who I do like, and I do like what you were talking about earlier, Elaine. Like, I think she sat in that final tribal and she learned a lot about herself.
Yeah.
And she was so young then. She was like early 20s or maybe 20. I don't know.
Yeah.
Early 20s. So she has
21.
not only
21.
learned from that moment, but also she's like gone through her 20s now, and she's like 30 or something. So I'm hoping she's grown. I know she's really smart, so I'm hoping she's just seeing it from a different angle and hoping she does well. I don't know. She's kind of in my iffy group.
Yeah.
I liked her because I'm anticipating a big change in her gameplay because, like you said, she was at that final tribal like, oh, I don't like the way I am as a person. You know? So like I'm looking for like a big change from Sophie's game, and I think that'll be interesting to watch.
Yeah.
Okay, who's next? Wait, now I've lost
Good choice. I think it's me.
Jolene. We're back to Jolene.
Yes.
Okay. Speaking of sexy.
Yeah.
I know that everyone's going to say there's not a chance in hell. There is not.
Oh,
but when there's not a chance, there is a chance. That's the irony, you know?
Okay,
so Sandra Sexy Diaz Twine is going to.
Jolene's team is so entertaining.
Love it.
You know what? Three-peat, baby. First one ever. She's going to do.
Wow.
She owns crowns. What else do you need?
Yeah. Queen.
Because they're going to let her slide like they always do. We'll get her later.
Yeah.
And then you don't get her and she pounces and it's done. Donezo. She's a queen. It's over.
Well, I think she's gonna go deep. I do think. I don't think she'll
really.
I don't think she can win because of the 3 times. There's just no way they're gonna let her get to the end. But I do think she may get like past merge but I think they're just gonna, you know, that the people that's played together for a minute, they're gonna use her as part of the alliance, and then as it gets closer down to the end, kind of like what happened with me, they're gonna be like, all right, you can win. We're getting ready. But I had Sandra as one of my backups. So
really,
I love Sandra. Dude. Sandra's good people. I love Sandra.
Oh,
I love watching Sandra.
Oh, yeah.
Game Changers was the first season I saw her. And then, you know, I've seen older stuff now, but she was such good television and so entertaining. But I'm happy to let you have her, Jolene. Because like she's never won an individual immunity. Like she doesn't have those kind of
She's not going to get me
points for. So,
but I think we should change my team name to Team Biggest Threats because I just picked all of them.
You did. Yeah.
That's valid. That's for sure.
And that's what happens when you go with your heart.
Or, you know, it could have been Team Totem, you know, Rob and Sandra.
Yeah.
I hope you're right, Elaine. I hope what you're saying is right, and she lasts a long time because she is just fun to watch. Like I don't want to waste her.
I think the people that have only played once are going to have a harder time than the people that have played multiple times because of those connections and those interpersonal relationships. Not to say that they don't have them, because, you know, we all go to events and do this, that, and the other. So we meet one another and become friends. But, you know, unless they go to a lot of them and meet a lot of different people, they're not going to have the same connections. So I think those one players, even my boy Nick, he's only played once. You know, that could be a problem, but it could be a positive too, because they can take it and say, well, we don't, you know, we can use them as a vote or this, that, you know, it may be a positive. So
they might see him as someone they can mold, you know, he's not.
Yeah, I mean, it could be. It could be that. Whereas, you know, who's going to switch up how Rob plays and you know what I mean? Like, it's just not so much. So We'll see, though. This is all guesstimation, based
I know. Who knows what's actually going to happen out there? It's going to be crazy. Okay, David.
All right. Well, speaking of people who have only played once,
yes,
I'm going with Denise.
Ooh,
good choice.
Denise, I feel, has she's strong. Like, I think she's one of the older players this season, but she, like, looking at her pre-show interviews, I'm like, those guns, give me those guns.
Right.
Denise, I want those arms.
Yeah.
So she seems like really physically still there.
Yeah.
And she survived. She's the ultimate, in her season, she went to every single tribal council and survived every single one. So she knows what she's doing.
Tribal council queen.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think she could fly under the radar.
Mm-hmm.
She's got that great vibe that people just like.
She's like a therapist, right?
Yeah.
So she knows how to talk to people and win them over.
Her,
and...
she's
a sex therapist. I don't know how much that's going to come into play.
Well, Rob and Amber are there, so she might be able to help them with some issues.
I mean, she can give some marital advice to the Mariano and
Yeah.
Oh.
Although with 4 daughters, Rob and Amber probably don't need a whole lot of sex therapy.
No, it's working.
Yeah.
It's working.
Gold chains.
Yeah.
Okay. What's happening?
No, but she's got people skills, is what you were saying.
Yeah,
I get it.
Yeah, you get it.
All right, Elaine, you are up with your.
Yeah, I'm running out of people. Y'all done took about everything. But I done had marked down on my little paper. I'm gonna go with Sarah.
Dang it, that's my next one, Elaine.
Yes.
That's what I think Sarah is super strong. She's a total beast. Who she has those connections. The only thing that worries me is that she's so strategic and stuff that she may be a little bit too big of a threat because not everybody can handle a strong woman, and there's a lot of them on this season. So
that's right.
It could go either way, but that goes back to I'm hoping she can find some idols, find some advantages, and things like that. But I just think she's a strong female competitor, and I'm really hoping that with her and Tony, you know what I mean, maybe they can link up and get a good little alliance and then run it. So we'll see.
Yes.
I honestly
hope so.
would have picked her.
Yeah.
I think that's stats wise, she, like you say, Elaine, she does find that stuff and win that stuff. She is great that way. But I think in the preseason stuff, they asked the winner, each contestant, who they would vote out. And a lot of them said Sarah.
Yeah.
So that was the only thing that made me nervous.
I remember that now that you said it. Yeah, I remember that now. Dang. Yeah, because she was such a strong player.
Oh, yeah.
Literally, she played good cop and then she's like, all right, that didn't work. I'm flipping. I'm going to bad cop.
Yes.
You can go either way, but I think that I'm hoping there's bigger targets that she can kind of blend in the background because she does know how to keep her mouth shut too. So
yes.
We'll see. It's
I love Sarah. I loved watching Sarah. I was so excited. And then I got so worried when I started to see that people were that she was their pre-vote to get off. And I had no idea that they were going to go after her first before a Rob or a Parvati. Mm-hmm. But so I hope she does find idols and keeps herself in because it looks like she's going to be.
Well, she's against the wall. Her and Tony are on the same tribe, in the beginning, because there is so many great people. Yeah. You're going to stick with the devil, So I hope that's kind of what they do. So she's overlooked. And then once the targets become available or whatever, she'll just kind of get forgotten about. That's what happens. Yeah.
Yeah.
If she gets, if something happens and she gets voted out, I'm hoping that she gets some of them points that I was talking about,
Mm-hmm.
So, smart.
Yes.
Smart. Trying to be.
She's a silent assassin. I'm so jealous. I'm so jelly. You got Sarah. All right. Well, you know what? You guys are gonna.
Jolene, wait. Hold on. Elaine gets to get her 5th one first.
Oh, thank God. Thank God. Because I don't want to.
And then me. Stop trying to skip me, Joel.
I'm sorry.
Okay. Let's see. I can't remember who's been taken.
Let me tell you. So Elaine, so far, you have Nick, Tony, Ben, and Sarah. David has Jeremy, Natalie, Kim, Denise. Jolene has Parvati, Yule, Rob, and Sandra. Sarah, me, has Ethan, Michelle, Wendell, and Sophie.
Okay, so we got Danny, Adam, Amber, and who's the other one? Tyson.
Tyson.
If I pick Tyson, I basically got all red on my team.
Yeah.
No, I don't.
Wait, no one has said Adam. Did you say Adam?
Yes.
No one said
Okay.
Adam. Oh, you did?
Dang. All right, I'm gonna go with dang.
I know that was hard.
Don't take mine. Don't take mine. Don't take.
I have all red on my team, like the whole whatever the name.
That whole tribe.
Red
Yeah.
tribe, yeah.
For Ben. Ben's my only one from the blue tribe. Like I'm cutting myself off early.
Okay.
Oh, interesting.
Maybe you should pick someone from the blue tribe then.
Who's left on the blue tribe? You have the
I'm gonna
tribe.
go. All right. I met this dude at finale, and I thought he played a great game. I met him at finale. He's a super awesome guy, and I mean, me and him's got a lot in common. I'm going with Adam.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm going with Adam because I need somebody else on the blue team, and I just think that's the best bet. So I'm gonna roll with Adam.
All right.
Good call. Good call.
I think super strategic. I think he has the opportunity because he's a smaller guy. I met him at finale, and I was like, "Yo, you're a lot shorter than you look."
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. He's a smaller guy, so compared to the rest, maybe they won't find him so. He's not going to be a big, huge threat. That's right. Strategic wise, he's going to be a huge threat. That's the only issue. But I'm hoping, kind of like some of the rest of them, is I'm hoping that he just gets overlooked and somebody's got a bigger target. And then because he's only played that one time, I'm hoping that he'll be able to fall in a good alliance and just hope. I'm hoping.
Yeah. I'm hoping. I hear ya. I like Adam. I'm hoping too.
Now I feel like I need to balance out my list a little too because I've got 3 people from blue and only 1 from red. So I am picking a red tribe member, and his name is Tyson.
Oh my God!
I'm picking Tyson kind of for the similar reasons that Elaine picked Sarah. He's good at finding things and winning things, and hopefully he'll last long enough to get me some points. That's my hope here, Sarah.
I like Tyson. I think that his sarcasm. I love sarcasm. I love mouth. You know what I mean? Like I like poking fun at people like that too. But I just don't know. That's why I picked Adam and not him. Is because I mean he's a threat, big time. You know what I mean?
He is.
We'll see. Like hopefully. Hopefully it'll work out for you. Hopefully not, though. You want to.
That's right. That's right. We don't care about his team.
Right there.
You need your points.
Yeah.
All right,
Jolene.
who is your last pick?
You guys, this is just
who are you leaving me with?
Interesting game, okay? Because I told myself when I make this list, I'm not going to switch. I did 1 through 20, whatever the order is. And then you guys were like, boom, boom, boom. You silent assassin me and took out all my people. Yep. So now I'm just going to go team biggest targets, team sexy / Amber. So I got the married people on my team.
God.
Wow.
Oh, the whole family. She goes.
Yep. We are going to be making baby number 5 on Jolene's team.
Whoa,
okay. Rob's going to build the hut. The baby will be made. The gold chains will be worn.
Rob will build a crib out of palm fronds.
Yeah, it'll be sexy.
If Rob goes out, I think Amber actually has a shot to go really deep.
Agreed.
Yes.
Rob hurts her game. And it's kind of like people become enamored with Rob and they just kind of fall under his spell. So in order to cut one of his legs out, I can see him taking out Amber thinking, oh, well, we'll, hurt Rob later. You know what I mean? Yeah. So if Rob can go before her, it might actually help her. So she might actually.
Thanks, Elaine. I hope so.
So true.
What was it called? Tribe Sexy. We tried.
Tribe Sexy. And what did we do? Target. The biggest target.
Yes.
How about Tribe Sexy Targets? Sexy Targets.
Yeah, there you go. Sexy Targets.
I'm going to write that down.
We still haven't gotten our name.
I know.
Well, wait. I can't even tell who I was just left with.
You were left with Danny.
And that's a good one.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. She's way up on my list.
That's a good one.
I am so happy with my list.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. I just got Danny. Wow.
Wow.
Honestly, my list went pretty much along the way. I think I only lost like 2 people.
Wow.
Dang.
That's how deep I went into my list.
Well, I hope that you're wrong.
Oh. I find Jolene's list to be fascinating.
Yeah.
Here, okay, let me read it out. So on my fantasy team, we have Ethan, Michelle, Wendell, Sophie, Danny.
Mm-hmm.
Jolene, team sexy target.
Yes.
Is exactly that. Parvati.
Did you have like 4 girls?
I do. I have 4. Wait, no, I have 2 guys. I have Ethan and Wendell. So I have 3 girls.
Okay, Ethan and Wendell. Yeah. Okay. I thought you had 4 girls. I was like, yo, you going women strong on that one. Okay.
Honestly, Ethan and Wendell were the only 2 guys I had up in my list. It was a lot of ladies. It was. These are some strong women on this.
Yes.
Group. Oh my gosh, yeah.
Okay, Jolene, Parvati, Yule, Rob, Sandra, and Amber.
You can't even say it without laughing.
I can't.
Be nice.
Yes. Hey, you never know.
People that I was like, oh no, we're gonna get stuck having to
Nope.
dole out.
Jolene will clean up the mess. I am always here to clean up the mess. The sexy mess. Pick them up. They put their bikinis on. We do work. We're doing work now.
David has Jeremy, Natalie, Kim, Denise, and Tyson.
Wow.
That's
wow.
a really
that
good
sounds
group.
great. That sounds so
okay,
good.
I don't like this attitude at all. And Elaine has Nick, Tony, Ben, Sarah, and Adam.
Yeah.
That's also a good one I like.
Yeah. I mean, it's hard to.
Boy, we hope he pulls it out.
Wait, say again?
So I'm rooting for my Whitley County boy. I hope
Yeah,
Nick,
right.
Nick gets it.
Nick is your straight up winner pick.
Yeah, I had to add some blue to this because if I was gonna pick Tyson, so I had to put some blue on there.
I don't even know.
I'm always going to be sad that I lost Kim because Kim was my number 2.
Yeah.
I really wanted some Kim. Would that have been as interesting?
Well, then you wouldn't have been able to be like straight up sexy target.
Yeah,
like,
she's sexy.
She's
maybe
out
not
of your
as
brand
huge.
now.
Yeah, right.
Elaine knows what I'm talking about.
What was your tribe, Sarah? What's your and David's tribe's name?
Oh, I know, right?
Yeah.
Mine's Team Biscuit.
Yep.
Yeah,
I'm sexy target.
Sexy target. I mean, I feel like mine is just like team we're gonna win.
Oh wow!
But that's
I was
not.
gonna say
That's so cocky. That's
Sarah,
so kidding.
you're better than that. You're better than that. No.
I actually mine are kind of. I feel like mine are kind of on the low key. I do have a
down low.
Like
Down low.
Okay.
Team down low.
Yeah.
What's David?
I feel like mine is like I keep thinking like angels, devils, but that's so like heroes versus villains, which is like already a Survivor thing. But I feel like Natalie and Tyson are kind of like sassy and in your face.
Yeah.
And then
Ooh.
Kim and Jeremy, you're all just super nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you do have kind of angels,
devils.
All right.
Hot and cold.
Well,
yeah, hot and cold.
Hot and cold. That's
Yes.
Elaine.
And all of it.
Elaine, ultimately, do you like your team since yours got messed up?
Yeah, I mean, I really wanted Jeremy really bad on my team. Like I think he's gonna do so good because he is so smart and he's another guy that's pretty chill and pretty laid back. And that's why I wanted Yule on my team.
Ooh, yeah, that's me.
And well, because I think it takes somebody that has a calm head, especially in really stressful situations, and being on the island is super stressful. And the paranoia can get to you, man. It can bring you down. So I think being able to stay cool, calm, and collected is something that's going to fare. People, if they can do that, will fare pretty well. So that's I wanted both of those guys on my team. So
Elaine, do you feel like the old school versus new school is going to come into effect, or is it going to blend?
What I think is going to happen is I think a lot of the old school players are going to stick to some deep rooted alliances because some of them have played together 10, 15 years or known each other that long. I mean, so like, I think that those core groups of like, even though everybody laughs, Boston Rob, I don't think he's going to win. but he's got strong ties to Sandra. He's got strong ties, of course, with his wife. Poverty and him go way back. Like Tyson and him are good friends as far as I know. So I think those alliances are gonna be they're gonna be important, super important. So then you take all those people that's played the newer school, like Nick and Wendell and all the newer school people, and most of them's only played one time or whatever, and you kind of just sprinkle them throughout that, you know what I'm saying, throughout those alliances. I think that's how it's going to happen.
Yeah.
And hoping is that someone like my boy Nick, I'm hoping that doesn't bite him in the hind end because he doesn't have strong ties. I'm hoping they see it as a positive and not a negative. So.
Right. To take them in as numbers. Yeah.
Yeah. I think old school, not necessarily going to prevail, but old school players like Rob and Sandra and Poverty and all those old school people, I think they're going to have a good, strong grip on the game just because I think a lot of the newer winners or the one-time winners, they're going to kind of be in awe of some of them. So
I think there will be a certain level
That's such
of
a good point.
Starstruckedness, like they're going to be like,
there should be.
Yeah.
All right, if you're Sophie, who's played one time, and not that she didn't play a bad game, I thought she played a great game.
Yeah.
And yeah, you're right. Towards the end, that self-reflection that she got just from going to tribal council, and she was 21 or whatever when she won. But if you think of her and then think of Boston Rob, do you really think that she's going to be like, all right, we need to get out Boston Rob? I just don't see it like coming off like that. You see what I mean? It's like, yes, everybody knows Boston Rob needs to go home, but maybe some of those one-time winners might be a little gun shy as far as like coming after them. Because if you don't get them, you're gone, basically.
Right.
That's right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's gonna be kind of cool to watch how some of those people on the outside kind of work their way in, because some of them will. It's just a matter of which ones will and which ones won't,
That's right. Yeah. I think
It's so interesting having Elaine's insight because you were there, you lived it, you did it.
Oh,
yeah.
So you know.
Yeah, well, it really does give you a different perspective. Like my thing is like, I want to play with good people. I'm pretty funny. I like to laugh and cut up, and people of similar backgrounds or whatever. Like you go into it with the mentality of like, I'm going to play with this kind, or everybody's like, oh, some people's like, oh, I'm going to lie, cheat, and steal and do this, and this. And then you get out there and you meet somebody from a complete different walk of life that had. Me and Dean got nothing in common other than we're human, you know what I'm saying? But I love Dean, and me and Dean had a lot of deep conversations, and we connected and clicked on different levels that had nothing to do with the game or whatever. And you just don't anticipate those things. And just like if you say, oh, I'm going to lie, cheat, and steal, like some people get out there. Like for me, I said those things too. But when I got out there and I met these people, like I just couldn't bring myself to lie straight to their face. Now, some people don't have that problem.
Yeah.
And some people can just spit it out just like that and won't think twice about it. But so it's weird to think that you go into it with a certain mindset and then you get there and you're like, whoa, this ain't nothing what I thought it was going to be. Like this is totally. So yeah, I can see where a lot of those relationships and stuff are going to come into huge play just because of, you're looking for something to hold on to, and shit, this game's for $2 million. I think they're going to try to stick together with people they know, and then, but we'll see. It's going to be,
so
I'm excited.
They're going to be willing to protect Rob then, kind of, if what you're saying is right, like they're not going to work to get him out because enough people know him and love him.
Right.
I just think players like even Kim, like even though she was strong on her season coming into this, I don't know what kind of relationship she has with other winners.
Yeah.
Right.
She's been gone for the game for a minute, and so is Sophie. They've both been gone for the game for a minute. Yeah. So are they going to have the balls to do it? Are they going to be able to gather up the troops and be like, yo, this is what we need to do? And Sandra's on their tribe. So if you go with like whoever wins or loses, and say within the first few votes they lose, are they going to have the cojones to go after Sandra without having a solid backing? It's just
right.
It'd be interesting to see like how that comes to play.
Yeah. Depends on where they fall. Do they have a group that they feel good about, or are they just like scrambling to make a friend?
Yeah, and I think with a lot of these players that we consider like the biggest targets, like a Rob and a Sandra and a Tyson, like they're just players where
just say Jolene.
Just say Jolene's tribe.
Yeah,
Let's
right.
not beat around the bush here.
But it's like they're players where, like we're all sort of alluding to, like if you're gonna shoot, don't miss.
Yeah.
Because if you do, then they'll turn right around and get you out. So you know, it is kind of like a very much a timing issue with a lot of those people.
Especially with Edge of Extinction in play. Like I don't know.
Yeah.
Do I go to get Rob out and then he comes back and he takes me out
on revenge? Yeah, right. Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Well, and go ahead.
If they don't get rid of the husband and the wife,
I know
a whole lot of them's got issues because there's no stronger alliance than that. And if you think that Boston Rob's gonna cut his old lady's throat, you're dead wrong. You know, like, that woman cooks him dinner. Let me tell you, you start messing with a man's food, that ain't gonna work.
Plus, he's already outnumbered in his house at home. You can't kick out mom. The girls are gonna.
Right? The girls would not be happy about that.
Do you think those children are gonna be happy with daddy if he cuts mommy's throat on the TV?
No.
Sleeping outside for the next years to come.
Right.
50. It'll be on
I
the
feel like it would be an amazing move, though, if the two of them decided before they went out that they were going to cut each other. Like Amber has a much better shot at this game if Rob is not in it. If they agreed to cut Rob and her to do it and make a whole thing about it, and people be like, what?
Yeah.
And then they'd work with her and then Amber could win.
Yeah.
It would just be so hard to believe, though, that they would actually, everyone would be like, all right, this is definitely manufactured. They're doing this on purpose. This is strategic.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah.
No way they're going to do it.
I do, though, love your point with regard to Rob and Amber that you talked about, I think, on our last video, where you want to send them both to extinction before that like battle back from extinction.
Right.
Because you don't want to leave Rob on extinction and Amber in the game, and then maybe Rob comes back and now they're together. Like you definitely want to send them both to extinction so that only one could come back potentially.
Yeah.
Right.
It's going to be interesting. Like I said, with all those relationships and some of these people knowing each other for all these years, I think this is going to be one of the dirtiest seasons.
Yes, I'm so excited. Like
me too.
People, they're so nuts. Like everybody's going to be playing the game from day one so hard, and I can't wait.
See, that's the crazy thing, though. It's like even though, like some of these people we talked about, like Denise has played once, Natalie, Michelle, Adam, Ben, Danny, Yul, Sophie, Kim, Wendell, Nick, even though all those people have only played one time and some of them Yul hasn't played in years. Years that the guy hasn't been on TV. It's going to be interesting to see like how they like deal with Survivor today. Some of the school winners, like that's going to be so interesting. And then I'm just excited, man. Like I'm going to go to so many viewing parties and
yes, and we will circle back. So just so everyone knows, there is a Google Drive link down in the description where we're keeping track of points. So you guys can click on that at any time and we will update it. I'll put the teams in there as soon as we get off of this video so that people know the teams. And this little group here will circle back and check in on our points and see which team is getting it going.
Ask me and Jolene to count them points up.
Yeah, don't ask me. No. I will eat the points.
What's it called? Formulas that are going to do the work for us.
Yes,
we just have to do it.
We're the comedic relief. You guys do the hard stuff.
You guys do that. Absolutely. Well, thank you guys for joining us.
This was fun.
This was very fun. These are really interesting teams now.
Yeah.
Which makes me watch it
totally different. Somebody making me dinner if I win. What am I?
Well, you get bragging rights if you win.
Fry me chickens. All I need to know.
She wants fried chicken. Give it to her.
We'll get you fried chicken.
Yeah, that's right. You got a way to mail that or
wait, does now everyone has to come up with a food that they want if they win? What's
Gosh, what do I want? Tater tots. I want tater tots.
You just said taters. I was like, oh my God, I love you. I love taters.
Yeah, just any taters are
Any
fine.
taters, best,
Any taters.
yes, any taters.
True.
Mhm.
Tater in any form
The
is
tater topper. Do you like tater topper, Elaine?
I ain't never heard of
Got
it.
potato?
what is that?
A tater topper.
Yeah. It's
Yeah,
like
right. Shepherd's pie.
I love shepherd's pie.
Oh
It's
my
like hot
God.
dish.
Are we best friends?
We're best friends. Yes. I'm on my way to Kentucky, Elaine. We're best friends. Yes.
I love shepherd's pie, man. Tater. You said tater topper. I was like, yo, shepherd's pie is the ultimate tater topper.
Yeah. That means Elaine would love a Minnesota hot dish, Elaine, because it's got beef, it has tater tots, it has cheese, it has cream of mushroom, soup,
yeah.
cream of chicken mixed together, put it in the oven, and you just eat it with your hands. It's so
What did you just play?
This is the food show now.
Midwest. That's where I'm going.
Oh, what?
good. We put cheese on everything, potatoes.
That's
Everything.
awesome. I'm trying to lose weight. This ain't gonna work.
No,
Yeah.
Elaine, we don't need to lose weight. We're perfect.
Round is a shape, right? I'm in shape.
Sexy. I like to say I got these extra chins that give me character. I like this. This is good.
Well, see, I got these right here. This is what I got.
Those are cute. I just tell my husband, here's a new woman every night. One chin, two chin. One chin, two chin.
It's like you guys are in like you know, like in this you know, situation. He's got
It is.
lives.
He won't cheat because one day, you know, I'm.
Yeah, right.
Mm-mm.
I don't know where this just went.
I love
We got sidetracked on taters, and I don't
Yeah,
know.
we did. Whew.
Potatoes do get me excited. That's
Oh yeah, I'm sweating. This is good.
I feel like I'm exercising.
I assume this is when we wrap this
Yes,
up.
right.
It just got good. I was bored before. Just kidding. Just kidding.
We're doing like Big Brother. We're gonna do off the thing, right? The
Yes, we're
live,
live feeds. Yes.
the live thing.
Just live feed commentary.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, you guys are amazing.
Yes.
Thank you so much. Love to you both.
Yeah,
Thank
and
you.
Love to you guys. Thank you.
I look forward to beating all of y'all.
All right.
Hey.
It's trash talking time.
Yes, I want all the trash talk. Thank you to everyone in the chat. Thank you,
Yes.
mods. Thank you guys. And the premiere this week.
This week.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Let's meet again. Let's do this again.
Hey,
I'll bring taters.
This bar in Lexington for the premiere with Nick Wilson. We're gonna watch it.
Fun.
Oh, fun.
Yeah, me, Nick Wilson, Davey, Avi from Big Brother, Winston from Big Brother. We're all gonna be at the KS bar in
You're gonna
Lexington.
Be with Ovi. Oh my gosh.
It's gonna be a good time.
Yeah.
You guys, anyone near
I
that?
mean, y'all fly out. Y'all come on in. I
Oh
mean,
my gosh.
Yeah.
a couple days.
God,
How
how
long
fun.
Road trip, Jolene. Road trip.
Yes, road trip. I'm staying at your house, Elaine. I'll put a tent in
Hey,
the
you
back.
can redneck crash on my couch anytime. Anytime.
Can I put a tent in your living room with my potatoes? Mm.
You ain't gotta put it. You can put a tent anywhere you want. I got 100 acres. You can go anywhere.
I'm just gonna come build a shed. I'm gonna build a she shed on your property.
Hey, I got a shed if you don't mind sharing it with the dogs. I mean,
I love dogs.
I got 7 of them.
That sounds about right. I like it.
And with Elaine's dogs, I love it.
I love my animals.
7 dogs. Do you live in heaven? That sounds amazing.
It's awesome. I got a litter of 5 border collie boxer mixes that these people didn't want, and I was like, "Yo, I'll take the whole litter." And then my girlfriend bought me a Great Dane a year ago as a Christmas present. And then,
Great Dane so bad.
yeah, he's about
David.
180 pounds.
Oh my
He's a
god.
big boy.
David, get in your car, head to West Hollywood. We're going to Elaine's. There's 7
Yeah,
dogs.
Out.
I'm coming with. I'm your co-pilot, Joe.
Oh my gosh, that's so cool.
Yeah.
Okay, you guys are awesome.
Yes,
thank
thank
you
you
so
again.
much.
All right.
Bye.
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 Bye. We're ending the live stream.
Somebody turn this off. I don't know how to.